5 o'clock for him.
It's 1 hour in front of us.
Yeah.
It's about 3 o'clock.
Okay, so all we're doing is we are finishing up the accounting cycle. So the only thing we have left to do is record adjusting entries, record closing entries, and then do a post-closing trial balance to start the whole process over. So the first thing is recording these adjusting entries. We've made these in here, and now very, very simple. All we have to do is record those in the general journal on the back side here. So the first transaction is we are debiting supplies expense and crediting supplies for $300.
What's the date?
2014. It is February 28th. So we have Funk.
Funk. What? Funk Master. You put my name on there?
I could, and you wouldn't know.
Well, we were in a deep combo.
300.
Well, it was pretty deep.
And then we have supplies.
Slow down.
300.
February 28th. That only happens like every year. It's the 29th that happens every year.
You know what I forgot to do?
What?
Give us time to do our
No, I forgot to write adjusting entries. I should have been down one line.
That's okay.
And so
Are you kidding me?
Insurance trouble.
it is.
I'm
Yeah.
just erasing because, you know,
713 is for.
what do I need to write in the first line?
713 is for supplies.
This is 713.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
We might as well just erase everything.
You want me to start over?
Yes.
No, don't start over.
Start over.
No, I'm not starting over.
Yeah,
I already started.
713. You guys can. 713, 713.
And then
The next thing we have is on the 28th. We have insurance expense
and that's for 300 insurance or PPI.
and PPI. And this is 300.
I told him, yeah,
The thing, Funk, about adjusting entries
why do you say this the whole class?
and later closing entries is we don't have a document number. So for adjusting entries and closing entries, this whole column is going to be blank.
How much is that insurance expense?
300.
That's all you have to do.
Well, now we have to post these. So if you start flipping around, you're going to see
Can you
You have to post
The posting.
everything on the front page or just
just those 4 things right there. So we're going to start with supplies expense, which is on the back page.
No, it's not the third.
Third page.
28.
So this is 2014, February 28th. It's from General Journal, what page?
1.
8.
Oh, shoot. Wait, what? What are you doing? Supplies expense.
Yep, G8, supplies expense. I know that we debited it for, what was 713?
It's 4. It's page 4.
It's page 4.
Oh, it is.
It's G4?
Yep.
300?
713. Since we had no previous balance, the 713 is the balance. It's account number 540, so I know that I have to flip back, and that post reference number is 540.
Okay,
And
now let me
and
get these numbers.
supplies?
713.
Supplies expense.
713, and then what?
What about insurance expense?
Okay, now the next one is supplies. That's going to be credited 713. So I got to find supplies, which is on the back side
That's right there.
of this.
Oh.
Oh, it's right there.
Minus
Supplies.
1 cold.
And this is on the 31st. Was I looking at the wrong one? I was. It should be July.
Yeah, I was wondering why it's.
Because I was looking at the on your own instead of the work together, so I apologize.
I'm just using February now.
That's
You better apologize.
so 31st. This is on G4. We have a credit of 713,
Like a G's.
which is going to make us
Why is it the 31st?
have a debit balance of what?
Is it always the 31st?
Negative what?
963 minus 713 is 250, right?
Oh, yep.
Is it always like the 31st?
Yes,
Did you just say
because we're at the end of it.
250?
I said 250. Yes,
Even though it's the 28th?
it should be the 31st. I made a mistake earlier. So 140 is my post reference.
Wait, what's the
140 is my post reference. The next one is insurance expense.
This is July.
Yep. So I got to find insurance expense in here, which is at the top of page 161.
So it's July.
So this should be July. I apologize. 2014, July 31st. This is coming from G4. We are debiting insurance expense $300.
So you just sit on. You want to sit on right here?
It has no previous balance, so that's 300.
Oh, baby.
520 is my account number. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to post 520. Prepaid insurance credit of 300 is on the back here.
Wait, is that insurance expense?
We did insurance expense.
We just did that one.
Yep, now we're on prepaid insurance, so that's G4. It's credited 300, which gives us a new balance of 1,200, 900.
Sure, man.
It's 150.
150.
That's 150.
Yeah, I didn't do
There's
supply.
something else.
I did supply. Mine was 140.
Okay. Should we start doing this?
You want to sit on your own by
Hold
ourselves?
up, hold up.
No, we're gonna do 8-2.
Oh, boy.
8-2. What are you talking about?
We're gonna do 8-2.
What do you mean? Just on your own.
We're gonna do 8-1 and 8-2 kind of go together. So we're gonna 8-1 and 8-2 are on the same paper.
Why did you
Oh, so we're just doing that on your own.
No, I'm gonna do the 8-2 work together right now.
That says 8.
713.
This says 8-1 right here.
That's that one.
This is yes. It's not done.
Oh, okay.
It's not done.
Okay.
Okay, so does everybody have this
People.
like this?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I went one line down. But
Okay,
I do.
But-
Am I supposed to put that top one?
okay, we're getting there. So the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to write the words closing entries.
All caps.
You don't have to. I'm just doing it.
That's what I have to do.
Well, that is the first thing we have to do. That's not the only thing we have to do. Okay, at the end of every fiscal period, we have temporary accounts. Temporary accounts are all accounts that aren't asset, liability, owner's equity. So we have to zero those accounts out. So at the end of the day, we are starting from scratch at the end of every period. So the first thing you have to do when you are going to close accounts, all right, you are going to close income statement accounts with credit balances. So if I look at the worksheet right here, what are my income statement accounts with credit balances? Sales is the only one. So to get sales to a balance of 0, if it has a credit balance of 5511, what do I have to do to make it 0? I have to debit it for that exact amount. So that's how I start.
Debit sales.
I'm going to go on the 31st here. Yep. I am going to debit sales
5511.
for 5511.
Yeah.
Anytime you debit something, you have to credit something. So what do you think we credit?
Sales expense.
We don't have a sales expense. Look on this page. This is the list of accounts available that we might debit. What do you think would make sense?
Probably income summary.
Quentin, you're spot on, man. It's income summary.
What is that?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
This is a presentation they were doing.
Or is that your presentation? Oh. Holy.
So
Well,
I apologize. We're back at it. So what you've got then is income summary is going to be credited. For that same amount, 5511. Okay, I'm going to post these. So I'm going to find sales. It is. I apologize. 31st.
And we debited.
G4. We debited sales for 5511.
So you get 0.
So now when I'm closing accounts, all right, I'm slowing down here. When you close accounts that has a credit balance of 5511, we are debiting at 5511. And since this is a closing entry, I'm not going to write 0. I'm just going to put a line through the debit and credit columns that signifies this account balance is now empty.
Oh, turn the page.
It is empty.
But it's not really empty, but it's kind of
Yes, it's empty. We're taking all the money out of it.
like everything.
Everything. Like it's empty. It has 0.
So then where does that money go?
We'll show you.
Or.
All right,
Go
so
to capital?
that's eventually, yes. All right, so sales was account number what? 410.
But is there not an income summary one?
Income summary is right above sales.
Oh, yeah.
Income summary is an account that can have a normal debit balance or a normal credit balance. It doesn't matter. So G4, we are crediting this 5511.
So now it's normal credit balance now?
Nope. So since it has nothing previous and now we have a credit, it's a credit balance of 5511. And this is account number 330. So I come back in and write 330. Okay, that's step 1. There's 4 steps. Step 2. Step 1 was we close income statement accounts with credit balances. Step 2 is we close income statement accounts with debit balances. So to close a debit account, you have to do what to it? Credit it. If you credit something, you have to debit something. So what do you think we're going to debit to close all of these accounts right here?
I'm guessing income summary?
You're guessing correct. So I know I'm going to have to debit income summary. So I'm going to write it in. Income summary.
This is still the 31st.
This is still the 31st. The amount that we're going to use for income summary, we don't know yet. It depends on what these add up to. So my income statement accounts with debit balances are advertising expense, insurance expense, miscellaneous expense, and supplies with balances of 821. So these are all just going to be credited amounts.
Wait, what did we get? Oh, you just do individual.
Yep, advertising expense will be credited 821, right? What's the next one? Miscellaneous.
Where did you put?
Insurance.
Did you put anything for income somewhere yet? Or
Not yet.
Not yet. What's the
Insurance expense is 300. I have miscellaneous of 347.
You said 347.
I did.
713.
And supplies.
Page. Okay. So, did you do total?
Gosh dang it. Okay.
You write total expenses?
Nope, I don't. So the total of all of these added up is going to be my income summary debit amount that goes right there.
2181.
2181? 100%?
Yep.
2181, and then I want to stop right here and make sure everybody's got that much.
Is that number for supplies at 713?
It is, yes. We good? Okay, we're going to post these now. So, I'm going to start with income summary. We are debiting income summary 2181. So, I'm going to find income summary. On the 31st, this is G4. I'm debiting 2181. So I have a previous credit balance of 5511. A debit of 2181 gives me a new credit balance of what? 5511 minus 2181.
3,330.
3,330. That's account number 330.
What?
330.
Advertising.
Advertising expense is down here at the bottom of this page.
21.
31st.
But it already has it.
G4. Okay. Remember, we are crediting advertising expense for 821.
And so you get the dash.
So now I get my line throughs.
I can't find it.
Okay. Then you have.
That's account 510. So I come in and I put that down, 510.
We'll go back to adding expenses.
Advertising expense, go back to it.
Yeah. 821.
821. From here, I know the next I have is insurance expense. It's G4. It's a credit amount of 300.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
Sorry.
Hey.
It's a credit amount of 300.
Break even right there.
So I am exiting that. That's account number 520. So I come in and write 520. The next one I need, miscellaneous expense, 31st, G4, it's a credit of 347, line, 530.
Everything.
Thing.
Yeah. Is it supplies or supplies expense?
It's supplies expense. Let's see. 31st, G4, credit 713, gives me 0, 0. 540, 540.
What?
So I'm gonna pause right here.
Can I just know what the 34 steps are in case I have to leave?
Third step is real easy. We're gonna close income summary.
What's for?
We're going to close drawing. Okay, so step 3 is we are going to close income summary. So I'm going to find income summary and see what I have to do to close it.
Should be.
Income summary is right here.
3,300.
Income summary has a balance, a credit balance of 3,330. So to close this, I'm going to have to do what? Debit it for 3,330. I'm going to credit capital to close it. So I'm going to come back to my general journal. Debit income summary.
Credit. Capital. 3,000. Is it still 31st?
It is 3,330. And I'm going to credit capital, and the guy's name is, or the lady's name is Darlene Wong.
Yeah. The long capital. Now you put that in your
3,330. So now I'm going to post those two accounts. So income summary is going to be posted and zeroed out. 31st, G4, we debited 3,330, which gives us blanked out operation there. And then we have 330, Darlene Wong Capital is the 31st, G4, and we credited that for 3,330. We have a previous credit balance with a credit, so we add it and we get what?
9873.
9873. I'm holding up. Got it? So then we're going to come back here, and that was 310. That's step 3. Step 4, and if you go look through your general ledger, and I start at the very end, I should have every account all the way up through capital should be closed. So supplies, yes. Miscellaneous, yes. Insurance, yes. Advertising, yes. Sales, yes. Income summary, yes. Drawing is not, so that's what I need to close. This is the last thing I need to close before I get to capital. So drawing has a debit balance of 2,100. So to close it, I need to credit it 2,100. I am going to debit capital to close drawing. So the last thing I have is on the 31st.
Debit capital.
Darlene Wong capital
by 100.
is going to be debited 2,100. And then Darlene Wong drawing is going to be credited 2,100. So then I post these last two things. Darlene Wong, capital, on the 31st. G4, we debited it for 2,100,
7773.
which means I am at 7,773, and that's 310.
Drawing.
Yep. So now drawing on the 31st. G4. I'm going to credit it 2,100. Line. 320. $320. So that is all of 8.1 and 8.2. Should we go to 8.3?
No.
Or is this enough for one day?
This is not that funny.
Quentin, you want to go on?
No. I think we're past it.
I think we
All
done
right.
that for today.
For school right now.